Hello friends, my name is Ramasud. Today we shall discuss about a topic, the brief history of project management. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you are planning to give exam related to project management. So friend, let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also please follow me on the Facebook page as well. So let's start, friend. Basically, friend, although there has been some form of project management since early civilization, project management in the modern sense began in the 1950s. So basically, in 2570 BC, the Great Pyramid of Giza completed. So the pharaohs built the pyramids, and today archaeologists still argue about how they achieved this feat. Ancient records show there were managers for each of the four faces of the Great Pyramid, responsible for overseeing their completion. We know there was some degree of planning, execution, and control involved in managing this project. Then 2000 BC, construction of the Great Wall of China. Later still, Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China under the Qin dynasty, built another wonder of the world. The emperor ordered millions of people to finish this project. According to the historical data, the labor force was organized into three groups: soldiers, ordinary people, and criminals. In 1917, the Gantt chart developed by Henry Gantt. One of the forefathers of project management, Henry Gantt is best known for creating his self-named scheduling diagram, the Gantt chart. It was a radical idea and an innovation of worldwide importance in the 1920s. One of its first uses was on the Hoover Dam project started in 1931. Gantt charts are still in use today and a form of an essential part of the project management toolkit. In 1956, the American Association of Cost Engineering formed. Early practitioners of project management and the associated specialties of planning and scheduling, cost estimating, cost and schedule control formed the AACE in 1956. It has remained the leading professional society for cost estimators, cost engineers, schedulers, project managers, and project control specialists since. AACE continued its pioneering work in 2006, releasing the first integrated process for portfolio, program, and project management with their total cost management framework. In 1957, the critical path method invented by the DuPont Corporation. Developed by DuPont, CPM is a technique used to predict project duration by analyzing which sequence of activities has the least amount of scheduling flexibility. DuPont designed it to address the complex process of shutting down chemical plants for maintenance and then, with the maintenance completed, restarting them. The technique was so successful it saved the corporation millions in the first year of its implementation. In 1958, the Program Evaluation Review Technique (PERT) invented for the US Navy Polaris project. During the Cold War, the United States Department of Defense US Navy Special Project Office developed PERT as part of the Polaris Mobile Submarine Launch Missile project. PERT is a method for analyzing the tasks involved in completing a project, especially the time need to complete each task and identifying the minimum time required to complete the total project. In 1962, United States Department of Defense mandate the work breakdown structure (WBS) approach. The United States Department of Defense created the WBS concept as part of the Polaris mobile submarine launch project. After completing the project, the DoD published the work breakdown structure it used and mandated the following of his procedure in future projects of his scope and size. WBS is an exhaustive hierarchical tree structure of deliverables and tasks that need to be performed to complete a project. Later adopted by the private sector, the WBS remains one of the most common and valuable project management tools. In 1965, the International Project Management Association founded. IPMA was the world's first project management association, started in Vienna by a group as a forum for project managers to network and share information, registered in Switzerland. The association is a federation of about 50 national and international oriented project management associations. Its vision is to promote project management and to lead the development of the profession. Since 1965, IPMA has grown and spread worldwide with over 120,000 members in 2012. In 1969, Project Management Institute (PMI) launched to promote the project management profession. Five volunteers founded PMI as a non-profit professional organization dedicated for advancing project management practices, science and profession. The Commonwealth of is used articles of incorporation for PMI in 1969, which signified its official start. PMI held its first symposium in Atlanta, Georgia, attended by 83 people during that same year. 1975, Prompt T2 method created by Simpact Systems Limited. The development of Prompt T2 was in response to an outcry that computer projects were overrunning on time estimated for completion and original budgets as set out in feasibility studies. It was not unusual to experience factors of double, triple or even 10 times the original estimates. In 1975, the mythical Man-Month Essays on Software Engineering by Fred Brooks. In his book on software engineering and project management, Fred Brooks' central theme is that adding manpower to a late software project makes it later. This idea is called Brooks' Law, the extra human communication needed to add another member to a programming team is more than anyone expects. In 1984, the theory of constraints (TOC) introduced by Dr. Eliyahu Goldratt in his novel The Goal. TDC is an overall management philosophy that is geared to help organizations continually achieve their goal. The title comes from the view that any manageable system is limited in achieving more of its goal by a small number of constraints, and there is always at least one constraint. In 1986, Scrum named as project management style. Scrum is an agile software development model based on multiple small teams working in an intensive and interdependent manner. In their paper, The New Product Development Game, Nonaka and Takuchi named Scrum as a project management style. In 1987, a guide to project management body of knowledge PMBOK guide published by PMI. First published by the PMI as a white paper in 1987, the PMBOK guide was an attempt to document and standardize accepted project management information and practices. The first edition was published in 1996, followed by a second in 2000 and a third in 2004. The guide is one of the essential tools in the project management profession today and has become the global standard for this industry. In 1989, Earned Value Management Leadership elevated to Under Secretary to Under Secretary of Defense for Acquisition. The PMBOK Guide of 1987 outlines earned value management, subsequently expanded on in later editions. Although the earned value concept has been around on factory floors since the early 1900s, it only came into prominence as a project management technique in the later 1980s. 1989 Prince method developed from Prom T2. Published by the UK government agency CCTA, Projects in Control Environment (PRINCE) became the UK standard for all government information systems projects. In 1994, Chaos Reports first published. The Standish Group collects information on project failure in the information technology (IT) industry, intended to make the industry more successful. 1996 Prince 2 published by CCTA. OGC considered an upgrade to Prince in order, and the development was contracted out by assured by a virtual committee spread among 150 European organizations. 1997 Critical Chain Project Management (CCPM) invented. Developed by Elia M. Goldratt, critical chain project management is based on methods and algorithms drawn from his theory of constraints introduced in his 1984 novel titled The Goal. 1998 PMBOK became a standard. The American National Standards Institute (ANSI) recognized PMBOK as a standard in 1998, and later that year the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering (IEEE). 2001 The Agile Manifesto written. In February 2001, 17 software developers met at the Lodge resort to discuss lightweight software development methods. They published the Manifesto for Agile Software Development to define the approach now known by the same name, Agile Manifesto. 2006 Total Cost Management Framework released by AACEA CE International. Total Cost Management is the name given by AACE International to a process for applying the skills and knowledge of cost engineering. 2008 Fourth edition of PMBOK Guide released. The fourth edition of the guide continues the PMI tradition of excellence in project management with an easier to understand and implement the standard with improved consistency and greater clarification. 2009 Major Prince 2 revision by Office of Government Committee Commerce OGRC. A significant revision has made the method more straightforward and easily customizable. Frequent requests from users. 2012 ISO 21500 standard for project management released. In September 2012, the International Organization for Standardization published ISO 21500-2012 guidance on project management. 2012 fifth edition of PMBOK Guide released. The fifth edition of the guide, published in December 2012, provides guidance, rules and characteristics of project management recognized as good practices in the profession. 2017 Prince 2 second major revision by Exelos. Prince 2 ownership changed to Exelos in 2013, which published the method's next major update in 2017. 2017 sixth edition of PMBOK Guide released. This update reflects good practices in project management. New to the sixth edition, each knowledge area contains a section entitled Approaches for Agile. Then 2018 Prince 2 Agile. Prince 2 Agile is a tailored form of Prince 2, suitable for agile projects that use Kanban, Scrum or a similar agile system in their delivery layer. 2021 7th edition of PMBOK Guide released. This latest edition addresses project practitioners' current and future needs and helps them be more proactive, innovative, and agile in enabling desired project outcomes. The critical change in this edition reflects the full range of development approaches, providing an entire section devoted to tailoring the development approach and process. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you friends.